After his career, on summer nights you could find him on Utah Street serving up Boog's Barbecue. At one time he was the meat of the Baltimore Order, and now he is serving up the meats. John Boog Powell grew up in Lakeland, Florida, and then in his high school days he was in Key West, Florida, where he starred in football, basketball, and baseball. He was signed by the Baltimore Orioles and went to Rochester and played under Earl Weaver at Rochester. They have a clock high above the right field wall. It's been hit a number of times by players, but nobody ever drove a ball through the screen and broke the clock face quite like Boog Powell. He was taught to play first base at Rochester by former first baseman Eddie Robinson, who also helped him with his hitting. But when he came up to the Orioles Major League team, Jim Gentile was a strong power hitter playing first base for Baltimore. So Boog Powell played left field for the Orioles in his first 3 seasons before he moved to first base. In 1965, he moved to first base, and though he was an immediate success offensively, he broke out with a career-high 39 home runs in 1964, and he missed several weeks because of a broken wrist. He slumped a bit in 65, but won the AL Comeback Player of the Year award in 1966 as he helped the Orioles to the World's Championship, 287, 34 home runs, and 109 RBIs, even though he had for a time, a broken finger. He had his 2 best back-to-back seasons in 1969 and 70, also pennant-winning seasons for the Orioles. In 69, he hit a career-high 304, 37 home runs, and in 1970, he was the American League's most valuable player, hitting 35 home runs and nearly hitting 300. He won another AL Comeback Player of the Year award with the Cleveland Indians when he was traded to Cleveland to play under Frank Robinson. And in Cleveland, he hit 297 in 1975. Boog Powell said that during his playing days, well, of course, you could hear when he came to bat in Baltimore, people would say Boog, sound like booze. But when Boog Powell was playing well, he said you could hear the G. When not playing well, you didn't hear the G. Another thing that brought him fame were 10 Miller Lite commercials that he made, particularly the one with umpire Jim Honelchek. He was trying to read the umpire was trying to read a label on a beer bottle. He couldn't see it. So Powell's glasses were loaned to him, and that brought the label into focus. And then he looked up and said, "Hey, you're Boog Powell." Powell's Barbecue has 3 locations. That's the one at Camden Yards, also at Ocean City, Maryland, the Boardwalk, and Ed Smith Stadium in Sarasota, Florida. Everybody, this is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you a new series and game number 115 in the all-time greats tournament. The new series is the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers and the 1969 Baltimore Orioles. All right, we're ready to play. Let's play ball. Dave McNally, who won his first 15 decisions in 1969, toes the rubber, and the man approaching the plate is Pee Wee Reese. We'll read the black die first, the orange die second. The color of the Orioles, 62, is a 26. That's a ground out to second base. Davy Johnson makes the play, and there's one out. Jackie Robinson comes to bat. He's playing third base today. Pitch from left-hander Dave McNally, 3-3 roll. It's going to be an 8, and that's a fly ball to center field. 2 outs. Duke Snider, 42 home runs in 1955. 46 is a swing and miss for strike 3. Dave McNally has a successful top half of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. The Orioles come to bat. All right, Johnny Padres, a grade C ex-pitcher, star of the Game 7 of the 1955 World Series. Hopes he has another Game 7 in his repertoire and in his pitching arm. Here's Paul Blair stepping up to the plate. 335 is a 9. That's going to be a ground ball to, or not a ground ball, a pop-up to third base, taken by Jackie Robinson. 1 down. Here is Don Buford, the fielder for the Orioles. 62 is a ground ball to the pitcher, or X. He has the X, so it's a strikeout. Buford makes his way back to the dugout, and here is Boog Powell. 21 is a fly ball to right field, caught by Carl Fiorillo. 3 up and 3 down for the Orioles. We go to the top of the second. No score. Roy Campanella will lead off the top of the second for the Brooklyn Dodgers. He was an NL All-Star for every year from 1949 through 1956 and 3-time NL MVP, including 1955. Here's the pitch from Dave McNally. 45 is going to be a base on balls, and Roy Campanella is the first base runner of today's game. He is a slow runner. They'll play it safe with Campy at first base on the base pass. Carl Fiorillo steps into the box for the Dodgers. 61 is a 24. That's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Belanger to Johnson to Powell. Both of these teams are fielding column 1. All right, Gil Hodges steps into the box. Nobody on base. 62 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. McNally has faced the minimum. We go to the bottom of the second inning. 0-0. Orioles right fielder Frank Robinson leads off the bottom of the second. And that's too much of a leaner. I'm going to re-roll that. I think I got the same roll anyway. 52 is 27. Is a X for a strikeout. Second strikeout for Johnny Padres. Here is Brooks Robbie. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Duke Snider is under it and makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down. Here is Davey Johnson. 31 is a pop-up to the third baseman, Jackie Robinson. We go to the top of the third inning, no score in Baltimore. All right, Sandy Amoros from Havana, Cuba leads off the top of the third for the Brooklyn Dodgers. The team right now that's rocking the Cubans is the Chicago White Sox. Their first 4 hitters are outstanding players, all from Cuba. They've got Luis Robert, who's going to be a star. They've got Yohan Moncada, who is a star. Jose Abreu is a star, and Yasmani Grandal is. They're all 4 from Cuba. The top 4 hitters in the White Sox order to these days. Well, here's Sandy Amoros. 65 is a pop-up to the, or wait a minute, 35. I'm using the new book today. That's ground out to first base. Unassisted. Taken by Boog Powell by his lonesome. Here is Junior Gilliam. 35 is a base on balls. Got steal ratings for both teams, so we're using the master steal ratings. Gilliam's a C20 in base stealing. Move to first is +3 for McNally. That's very good. Etchebarren's throwing arm, he is a grade 7, and there's no listing for his throwing arm. So we'll make that up on the fly. 7 would be an average catcher. So let's go with 0. So -3 off the running rating. 11 through 35 is his chances to be safe. Not great. All right. Johnny Padres is the hitter. He will try to lay one down. 65 is 35. And foul ball, strike one. Still trying to bunt. 34 is a 31. That's going to be a bunt picked up by the pitcher McNally. Throws to Davy Johnson covering first. And Junior Gilliam goes to second. Sacrifice, score at 1-4. Top of the order, and Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee hit 282 in 1955. Here's the pitch to Pee Wee. 34 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Paul Blair. And that ends the top of the third. Nobody scores, and it's 0-0. Mark Belanger, a great defensive shortstop, coming off one of his better offensive seasons where he hit 287, leads off for the Orioles. In the bottom of the third, 54 is a fly ball to right field. Carl Fiorillo is under it, and he makes the grab. Andy Etchebarren. '21 is a swing and a miss for strike three. Third strikeout for Johnny Padres. Etchebarren takes the U-turn back to the dugout. Here is Dave McNally, the pitcher, and 52 is a 27. X, he's got the X, that's another strikeout. 4 strikeouts in 3 innings for Johnny Padres. We go to the top of the fourth. Baltimore nothing and Brooklyn nothing. And number 42 will lead off the top of the fourth for Brooklyn. Here's the pitch to Jackie. 23 is a ground ball to third base, taken by Brooks Robinson. The throw to first. 1 down. Here is Duke Snider, who hit 42 in 1955. 25 is a 8 against a B. That's a fly ball to Paul Blair in medium center field. Makes the catch. 2 down. Roy Campanella. .36 is a 33. That's a Y. That's a strikeout. And that's 3 up and 3 down for the Dodgers. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Still no score. So the Dodgers got here to the second round by beating the '07 Colorado Rockies. They averaged 7 runs a game, but McNally has had their number through 4. Johnny Padres toes the rubber. He'll have the top of the Oriole order. Paul Blair, Don Buford, and Boog Powell. Here's the pitch to Paul Blair. 53 is a 16, fielding column 1. That's a fly ball to center field, taken by Duke Snider. Here is Don Buford. Struck out his first time up. 26 is a X. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Buford has struck out both times today. And here is Boog Powell. He can be, he's got power. He could be a one-man, two-out rally. Here's the pitch to Boog Powell. 62 is a 41. That's an error on the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. Powell is the first Oriole base runner. He is slow. They'll play it safe on the pass. Here is Frank Robinson. .14 is a walk. Frank Robinson takes the free pass, first and second, Baltimore with 2 outs. And now Brooks Robinson. .41 is a 24. That's a ground ball to second base. Goes the short way to retire Frank Robbie. 4-6. So that's 3 outs on the fielder's choice. We go to the top of the 5th. No score. The Baltimore Orioles reach second round play by beating the 1963 Los Angeles Dodgers. Excellent pitching has been their ticket, beating them 1-0 and 2-1. Carl Furillo steps in the box for Brooklyn in the top of the 5th. 1-5 is a 10. That's going to be a single to right center, or single to center field primarily. And Furillo is a slow runner at first. I'll play it safe on the base paths. First baseman Gil Hodges. .45 is a, let's get McNally on the mound. It's got a Z, so 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Hodges. 24 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. McNally battles back in the count to strike out Hodges. Sandy Amoros, left fielder, comes to bat. Fly ball to left field. Don Buford, ranging over to his right, makes the catch. 2 outs. Now the 8th place hitter, Junior Gilliam. 41 is a 24. Ground ball to shortstop. Mark Belanger makes the play. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Orioles nothing, Dodgers nothing. In the bottom of the 5th, Davey Johnson comes to bat looking for Baltimore's first hit. Dodgers have only 1 base hit. Here's the pitch to Davey Johnson. 43 is a 29. That's a X for a strikeout. And that is 6 strikeouts for Johnny Padres. Mark Belanger. (31) against the C. That's going to be a pop out to third base. Jackie Robinson makes the catch. 2 down. And now the 8th place hitter, the catcher, Andy Etchebarren. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll. That's going to be the first hit for the Orioles. 32. It's going to be a 2-base hit for Andy Etchebarren. There are 2 outs. He's in scoring position, but they've got the pitcher coming up, Dave McNally. Johnny Padres did not have to pitch from the stretch until the 4th inning. You will have to hear, and he looks in and gets a sign. Here's the pitch to McNally, 44. 44, that's going to be a ground out to the first baseman who flips to the pitcher, Padres, for the putout. 3-1. That ends the 5th inning. We go to the top of the 6th. No score. We'll lead off for the Dodgers in the top of the 6th. He had a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch to Johnny Padres. 25 is a 23. It's going to be an error on the left fielder, Don Buford. E7. Padres a fast runner at first base. Here's Pee Wee Reese. F16 stealing's not great. Here's the pitch to Reese. He's got an extra 31. So let's go ahead and start the base runner. One, 2 is a 25. That's going to be a line drive caught by Davey Johnson, who throws the first quickly and retires Padres. Double play. 4 and 4-3. Jackie Robinson comes up with nobody on. Dodgers trying to make things happen. Didn't work out. Here's the pitch to Jackie Robinson. 23 is a ground ball to third base. That's the end of the top of the 6th. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers have 1 hit. Orioles have 1 hit. And nobody has any runs. Paul Blair, a fast man, leads off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Orioles. Stole 20 bases in 1969. 63 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Duke Snider. 1 down. Don Buford. That's a fly ball to Duke Snider. 2 outs. And now Boog Powell. '51 is an 8. That's going to be a base hit for Boog Powell. Slow runner at first. 2 outs to Frank Robinson. Padres gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 62 is a 40. Runner out stealing. Powell's not going to be trying to steal second base. Although occasionally he would go. The G says never, would be never. G20. The G20, the G would mean he would possibly steal 2 outs, game down by 1 or tied 8th inning or later. So we're not there. He would never steal in this situation, so we'll ignore that result. Here's the pitch to Frank Robinson. 54. Fly ball to right field. And that's caught by Carl Fiorillo. We go to the top of the 7th, 0-0. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, this game has been a bit like the junior high school dance where the girls and the boys are all stuck to the wall and waiting for each other to make the first move. What team will make the first move here? This 7th inning is also the point of weakness inning for our pitchers. 3 bad things happen to him. The grade goes down by 1. Here's the pitch to Duke Snider in the top of the 7th inning. No score. Fly ball to left field, and that is caught by Don Buford. 1 down. Duke Snider, most like everybody else, is 0 for 3. Campy Campanella steps in the box. National League's MVP in 1953. 33, that's a hit column roll, and here is Campy doing MVP things now. 34, it's a single. And that's a little disappointing. That second column roll is your extra base hitting roll, but not always. Campy's at first. Slow runner at first. I'll play it safe on the base paths. Carl Fiorillo steps in the box. 314 hitter in 1955. Here's the pitch to Fiorillo. 1-1 roll. That's a single column car. That's a drive. It might be. It could be. Frank Robinson looks up, and it is out of here. 2-run home run by Carl Fiorillo puts the Dodgers up 2-0. That's 2 bad things that have happened to Dave McNally. 1 more, his grade goes down. Gil Hodges. '53 is a 19. That's going to be a error on the 3rd baseman, Brooks Robinson. Now we have seen it all. E5. Actually, I saw him make 2 errors in the game in Kansas City one time. Didn't have much. Here's Sandy Almaraz. And that's 3 bad things that happened to McNally. He is suddenly a grade C pitcher. And without delay, manager Earl Weaver has got a great bullpen. He's going to go right to his pen. Pete Rickert comes in. He's a grade A pitcher. XY strikeout modifiers and Z control modifier. Pitching to Sandy Almaraz with 1 away and 2 runs in for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. 31 is a 14. 2 balls and no strikes. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop. Belanger flips to Davy Johnson covering second to retire Hodges. 4-6, fielder's choice. And there's 2 outs. Okay, Junior Gilliam is the batter. .36 is a wild pitch that sends Amoros to second. He's in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Gilliam. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Frank Robinson makes the catch. But on the 2-run home run by Carl Furillo, the Dodgers take a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, the Brooklyn Dodgers have ushered one of our star pitchers today to the showers. And Johnny Padres is still around for Brooklyn. He toes the rubber here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Brooks Robinson steps into the box. Here's the pitch to Brooks Robinson. 6-6 roll. There's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A home run for Brooks Robinson. Hits the lead in half. 2-1 Brooklyn in the 7th inning. And Padres is in his point of weakness inning. 2 more bad things to him. He goes out. Here's Davy Johnson. 1-3 is a base on balls. Walter Austin will go to the mound, and he'll bring in a new pitcher, Roger Craig, to pitch to Mark Belanger with Davy Johnson at first base. Roger Craig is a grade B pitcher, Y modifier. He'll be a grade A for same-sidedness pitching to the first batter. Here's Roger Craig's first offering to Mark Belanger, 53. 18 is a ground ball to shortstop. 6-3. Belanger's retired with Davy Johnson going to second. 1 away. Andy Etchebarren. 1-3 is a 42 that's hit by pitch ball. Etchebarren will shake it off and run to first. First and second, 1 out. Ellie Hendricks is coming out of the Oriole dugout. He will pitch hit for the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Ellie Hendricks. 31 is a 14. Base on balls. That's going to load the bases. All right, manager Walt Alston goes back to the mound. He's going to lift Roger Craig and bring in Don Besant to pitch to Paul Blair. Besant will be a grade A pitcher, Y modifier for the first batter. It's coming in under pressure. Bases are loaded. Can Paul Blair put a key in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch to Paul Blair. 43 is a 29. Ground ball to the pitcher, or Y, that's a strikeout. Two outs. It's going to be up to Don Buford. 291 hitter. Here's the pitch to Buford. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll. Buford delivers. 41 is a single through short. Runners advance 2 bases. Slow runner on first is out at third. That's Hendricks is a slow runner, I believe. Yep, he'll be out at third. But before he's out, Johnson scores. Etchebarren scores. 3-2 Baltimore. Throw was from the left fielder Sandy Almiroz, 7-5, retiring Hendricks at third. We go to the 8th. Baltimore 3, Brooklyn 2. All right, in the top of the 8th inning, Baltimore will have a new pitcher, Dick Hall, grade A pitcher, ZZ modifier, excellent control. 5-2 in 1969, 1.92 earned run average. George Shuba will pitch hit for the pitcher to lead off for the Dodgers, now down by 1 with 6 outs to go. Here's the pitch to George Shuba. 62 is a 42. It's a hit by pitch ball. Slow runner at first. All right, Don Hoke will be sent out to pitch run for Shuba. He's a fast runner. D25 stealing. Top of the order, Pee Wee Reese comes to bat. Does not have the extra 31 on his card, but Hoke is a D25 stealing. Take 3 off. See, move to first is 0. So it is D25. So 25 is a 11 through 51 chance to steal second. I think I'll take that chance. There goes Don Hoke. Here's the throw. 15, he is safe. Stolen base for Don Hoke. Hoke's at second. No outs. Reese will square around and try to sacrifice the runner to third. 13 is a 14. 2 balls and no strikes. All right, being ahead in the count, he's going to go ahead and swing away. Here's the pitch to Pee Wee Reese. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Paul Blair makes the catch, not deep enough to move the runner. 1 down. Jackie Robinson. .56 is a 34. That's going to be a pop out to the second baseman, Davey Johnson. So it'll be up to Duke Snyder to tie the game for Brooklyn. 2 outs. There's a pitch to Snyder. 1-6 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Mark Belanger is up with it, throws the first. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is Baltimore 3 and Brooklyn 2. Brooklyn will have a new pitcher, Sandy Koufax, flame-throwing left-hander. He's a grade B, X strikeout modifier, and a W control modifier. Boog Powell leads off for the Orioles. They're up by 1. Here's the pitch to Boog Powell. 6-3 is a fly ball to right field. Caught by Carl Furillo. 1 away. Frank Robinson. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Pee Wee Reese makes the play. 2 outs. And now Brooks Robinson. Here's the windup and the pitch from Sandy Koufax. 64 is a swing and a miss on a hard 12-6 curveball. Brooks Robinson will grab some bench. 3 up and 3 down for the Orioles. We go to the top of the 9th. Baltimore 3, Brooklyn 2. The Orioles closer, Eddie Watt, will pitch the 9th inning. 1.65 earned run average in 69. He's going to have Campy Campanella, Carl Furillo, and Gil Hodges. Furillo's 2 for 3 with a home run. Campy is 1 for 2 with a single. Here's the pitch to Campanella. 51 is a 8 against an AC pitcher. That's going to be a pop out to third base. Brooklyn's down to 2 outs. Carl Furillo. And he comes to bat 8 for 16 in the tournament with 3 home runs, batting .500. Here's the pitch from Eddie Watt. 55 is a 8 against it. That's going to be a Pop out to third. 2 outs. And now Gil Hodges. Last chance for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Hodges. 41's a ground ball to Mark Belanger at short. Scoops it up and throws to Boog Powell at first. That's the ball game. The final score, the Baltimore Orioles 3, Brooklyn Dodgers 2. We'll be back with the wrap-up in just a second. All right, the Orioles, behind the pitching of Dave McNally, will go home with Game 1 in their hip pocket. They have another game. If they win it, they can eliminate the 55 Dodgers. Brooklyn scored 2 runs on 3 hits and committed 1 error. The Orioles scored 3 runs on 4 hits, and they committed 2 errors. There was a home runs in the game were by Coffiarillo, a 2-run home run in the 7th inning, and Brooks Robinson with a solo home run in the bottom of the 7th inning. The winning pitcher was Dave McNally. Goes 6 1/3 with 2 earned runs. And the loser was Roger Craig, 1/3 inning, gives up 1 earned run. He only pitched it, I think 3 batters, hit 1 and walked another one. Pitching has been the story for the Orioles in this tournament, winning their games 1-0, 2-1, and now 3-2. Let's go to the Cannonball Dick Redding Star of the Game corner. All right, the Cannonball Dick Redding Star of the Game is Dave McNally. Pitched 6 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs. The powerful Brooklyn Dodgers did not get a hit off McNally until the 5th inning. He pitched 4 consecutive years of 20-game winners from 1968 through 1971. Member of one of the best ever starting staffs in baseball history through those 4 years. 4 20-game winners in 71. He was one of those 4. Dave McNally was raised in Billings, Montana. He lost his father. His father died in Okinawa during World War II, so he was raised by his mom. But quite a major league career by Dave McNally. Hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and the like button. It didn't cost anything. Thanks for watching. Good day and God bless.